There's something your grandmother used to do every night. It wasn't medicine, it wasn't an expensive supplement, it wasn't anything you needed to buy at the pharmacy. It was something that was always in your kitchen, and while she drank it without even giving it much thought, her body was getting something that science took decades to understand. Today, we understand it. And what these little dried buttons do inside your body after age 60 is far more powerful than anyone imagines. There are 6 things that happen when you take this every night. Number 1 starts while you sleep. Number 4 surprises those with high blood sugar. And number 6 is the one that impacts people the most when they finally understand it. Stay until the end, because at the end, I'm also going to show you how to prepare this the right way, who should be careful, and 3 golden rules for using it safely. Before continuing, eso retiti diuriu wechitiuar. If you're new to the channel, subscribe now and turn on the notification bell. Every week I bring you information like this, researched, clear, and designed for those over 60 who want to age with real health. Subscribe, one click, the bell icon, and right here in the comments right now. I'm already subscribed, doctor. I want to know how many of you are here with me. What is a clove and why does it work? I'm talking about the clove, that little dried bud that looks like a toothpick with a tiny ball on the end. Most people know it only as a cooking spice. They add it to rice pudding, punch, and meat, and that's where it stays. But that little bud is actually a flower harvested before it blooms, sun-dried, and used for centuries all over the world, both in cooking and in traditional medicine. Inside that bud is a substance called eugenol. You don't need to memorize the name, you just need to understand what it does. Eugenol is like the fuel of the clove. It's what gives it that intense flavor, that unmistakable aroma, and according to research, it's also responsible for much of the positive effects cloves have on the body. When you boil cloves in water to make tea, some of that fuel, along with other protective compounds that scientists call polyphenols, seeps into the water, and you drink that protection. Recent research shows that cloves are among the spices with the highest concentration of protective substances in the world, more so than many fruits and herbs we already know well. That's why paying attention to this simple habit can make a real difference. Before we get to the benefits, I need to ask you something. Do you already drink clove tea, or have you never tried it? Write it here in the comments now. I already drink it, or I've never tried it. I love hearing how our community is doing. Write it down as you keep watching the video. Benefit 1. Protecting your cells. While you sleep, all day long, your body works non-stop. Your heart beats, your lungs breathe, your stomach digests, your muscles move. All that work generates a type of internal waste. Scientists call them free radicals. They're like tiny sparks that damage your body's cells over time. This is normal. It happens to everyone. But when those sparks build up too much, they can accelerate cellular aging, weaken the body, and pave the way for disease. This is where cloves come in. Clove tea is rich in antioxidants, which act like your body's fire extinguishers. They neutralize those sparks before they cause too much damage. A clinical study showed that people who consumed clove polyphenol extract for about 3 months had a significant increase in a protective substance in the blood called glutathione. Think of glutathione as your body's internal shield. When that shield is strong, the body defends itself better. Drinking the tea at night makes a lot of sense because it's during sleep that the body does much of its maintenance. Delivering those protective compounds right before bed can be a smart way to support that natural process. Benefit 2. Reducing silent inflammation. Inflammation might seem like a complicated word, but it's simple to understand. Inflammation is when the body is irritated on the inside. It's like a small fire trying to put itself out. In the right doses, that's good. It's the body defending itself. But when that fire stays lit for too long, it starts to cause pain, fatigue, joint stiffness, and general discomfort. Do you know that feeling of waking up with a heavy body, stiff joints, as if you'd slept in a bad position? This state of chronic inflammation is very common in people in their 50s and 60s. Studies using clove extracts have shown impressive results. In some experiments, inflammation was reduced by nearly 90% within the first few hours after the extract was applied. Of course, these studies were conducted under controlled conditions, but they demonstrate that the compounds in cloves possess genuine and potent anti-inflammatory properties. For those who spend their days on their feet, carrying things, taking care of the house, looking after the grandchildren, a warm cup of clove tea at night can be a gentle way to help the body recover from the day. It doesn't replace any medication, but it can be a simple and accessible ally in daily self-care. Hey, before you continue, do you feel that stiffness in your joints in the mornings? That heavy feeling in your body when you wake up? Write it down below. Write yes, I do, or no, thank God, and also tell me which country or city you're watching from. I love hearing where our community comes from. Benefit 3. Relief from after-dinner digestion. Have you ever felt that bloated belly after dinner? That feeling that your stomach is too full, that there's gas that won't come out, that you're going to bed and you're going to be uncomfortable all night? It's very common, and one of the reasons clove tea has been used for centuries in folk medicine is exactly that. It helps the digestive system function better. Cloves have properties that specialists call carminative. Hard word, simple meaning. It helps eliminate gas trapped in the intestines, reduces that bloated feeling, and relieves mild cramps. Scientific reviews also show that cloves can help reduce intestinal spasms and have an effect against a bacterium called Helicobacter pylori, which lives in many people's stomachs and can cause gastritis and ulcers. Drinking the tea right after dinner, while it's still warm, can help your stomach work better overnight. And when your stomach rests, your sleep improves. That's how the body works. Everything is connected. Benefit 4. Supports blood sugar control. Many people over 60 already know what it's like to live with elevated blood sugar when blood sugar levels are above normal. It's a very common condition that doctors call prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. What many people don't know is that compounds in cloves can help the body better utilize the sugar we consume. A clinical study conducted with adults who had metabolic syndrome showed that consuming clove extract for approximately 3 months led to significant improvements in fasting blood sugar, in glycated hemoglobin, which is a kind of memory of blood sugar levels over the past few months, and in insulin resistance, when the body stops responding well to the hormone that controls blood sugar. This doesn't mean that clove tea cures diabetes. That's not the case, but it suggests that its compounds have real potential to support metabolism. For those who eat dinner a little later or tend to have high blood sugar, a cup of clove tea at night can be a helpful ally. Important note, anyone already taking diabetes medication needs to talk to their doctor before adopting this habit. Cloves can cause blood sugar to drop too low when combined with medication. In that case, your doctor needs to know. Benefit 5. Oral cleansing and nighttime respiratory protection. Did you know that one of the main causes of waking up with a bad taste in your mouth or a sore throat may be the amount of bacteria that multiply in your mouth overnight? Cloves have one of the most powerful antibacterial effects known among natural spices. Studies show that they act against various types of dangerous bacteria, including some that are resistant to antibiotics. That's why cloves have been used in dentistry for decades. Dentists use eugenol, the main compound in cloves, to treat toothaches, infections, and to clean root canals. That's very concrete. Very real. Drinking clove tea at night before bed can help reduce the amount of bacteria in your mouth and throat. You can also rinse your mouth with the tea briefly before swallowing it. In addition, the strong, warm aroma of cloves has a mild expectorant effect. It helps loosen phlegm and can slightly relieve nasal congestion or a dry cough that interferes with sleep. Benefit 6. The ritual that transforms your night. This is the benefit that surprises people the most because it has nothing to do with chemistry or laboratories. It has to do with something very human, the power of ritual. Think about your evening routine. After dinner, the TV is still on, the house is noisy, your mind is still racing with the day's worries, and it's time for bed, but your body is still agitated. Making a cup of clove tea, boiling the water, adding the cloves to the cup, waiting for that aroma to fill the kitchen, holding the warm cup in your hands, is a simple gesture that sends a clear message to your brain. It's time to slow down. This isn't just made up. Sleep health experts explain that nighttime rituals involving hot, caffeine-free drinks help the body transition from a state of alertness to a state of rest. The warmth of the cup in your hands, the rising steam, the familiar comforting aroma of cloves, all of that works together to promote relaxation. And if the tea helped with digestion, if your stomach isn't bloated anymore, if your throat isn't sore anymore, you'll naturally sleep better. Fewer interruptions, less discomfort, deeper sleep. It's not magic, it's simplicity done right. If you've made it this far, do me a very simple favor. Right here in the comments, I'm going to make my clove tea tonight. It's not just a phrase, it's a commitment to yourself, and I want to see how many people in our community are going to start this habit tonight. Write it down now. Before I finish, I need to tell you something important. Not everything you feel in your body has a single cause. A bloated stomach could be due to not chewing enough. Joint pain could be due to a lack of vitamin D. High blood sugar could be related to stress. Interrupted sleep could have dozens of causes. Clove tea can be a wonderful ally on this journey, but it doesn't replace a diagnosis. It doesn't replace medical tests. It doesn't replace a doctor's visit. Paying close attention to your body, noting what's happening, and consulting a healthcare professional, that's what makes a difference. To use clove tea safely, keep these 3 golden rules in mind. Rule 1. Less is more. Use 3 to 5 cloves in a cup of hot water. You don't need to overdo it. Boil for 5 to 10 minutes and drink it warm. Rule 2. Listen to your body. If you experience heartburn, nausea, dizziness, or any discomfort after drinking the tea, stop and wait a few days before trying again with fewer cloves. Every body reacts differently. Rule 3. Talk to your doctor. If you're taking diabetes medication, blood thinning medication, or if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, in those cases, you should seek professional advice before drinking the tea. Your grandmother didn't need scientific studies to know that this tea made her feel better. She knew it from experience, for generations, from wisdom passed down in the kitchen, from hand to hand, from cup to cup. Today, science is confirming what she already knew, and you have both, her wisdom and the information I've just given you. Tell me in the comments below, which country or city are you watching from? And tell me, did you already have the habit of drinking clove tea, or was this new to you today? I love reading your responses. I read every comment, every single one. If this video gave you something, if you learned something you didn't know, if you're going to change something in your nighttime routine, give it a like now. That like helps YouTube get this video in front of more people over 60 who deserve to have this information. Share this video right now with someone you know, a mom, a grandma, a friend who complains about poor sleep, a bloated stomach, or stiff joints. This information could make a world of difference in that person's day. Do it now, while the video is still open. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the time. Next week, I'll be sharing a video about the 5 warning signs your heart sends long before a heart attack. Signs that most people ignore or simply attribute to aging. Signs you need to know before you need them. Subscribe and turn on notifications. See you in the next video. Take care of yourself.